Whitlock, dominant in a comfortable 28-17 win. God, I felt comfortable here. Usual, Dak played with great efficiency, several big plays. I like this one. Throwing for a couple of touchdowns, running for another. Whitlock, you had to be impressed with Dak in that game.
Listen, I love Dak Prescott.
Okay.
I want Dak Prescott
You're
to
going
be
to do this again?
successful.
You love LeBron and Noah's ripping.
Yeah,
You
look,
love
man,
Dak?
spoil the rod, spoil the child. Spare the rod, spoil the child. I put Tony Gonzalez in the Hall of Fame with some tough love. I'm doing the same thing for Dak Prescott here. He threw for 25 yards in the first half, and it's the Arizona Cardinals. To me, the Cowboys look like a team that spent the entire pregame and the night before working on their Ice Anthem challenge rather than being prepared for a football game. And so in the second half, did Dak play pretty good against a bad Arizona team? That's
Whoa.
Yeah.
Can we slow down here?
Fine.
Tom Brady didn't have a good first half in the Super Bowl. Aaron Rodgers wasn't good in the first. Who comes out? To me, the most impressive thing about Dak, he wasn't good in the first half, and he wasn't overwhelmed in the second. I see it as a great opportunity to fold. This kid never feels overwhelmed. I mean, I got to tell you something. The thing that's amazing about Aaron Rodgers and Brady, I mean, shut down, hit in the face. Aaron Rodgers was bad in the first half and amazing. That's not a weakness. To me, that's a strength when Kobe misses his first 9 shots and makes his next 6. I love that.
High expectations for Dak.
Sounds like it.
Yeah, you know what? I'm more impressed with Jason Garrett, finally, for understanding that you have to continue to run the ball and you can't throw the ball 50 times with Dak. I mean, look how many times he threw the ball.
18?
Okay, he threw the ball 18 times, okay? And let's look at what happened in the game. Forget the 5 completions. This guy, you might not want to hear this, but he's growing as a quarterback. He's a lot like Colin Kaepernick was, where you think about the plays that he made. They weren't in the pocket. They were scramble plays, broken down plays, use your legs, shrink the field. Now I can see what's going on. He's athletic enough to make those plays. The read option, all of these things are part of the game. He's still learning, but he is learning and he's comfortable and he's poised and the moment doesn't get bigger than him.
Never.
So he's becoming a better quarterback. So I'm impressed that he understands what he can do, what he needs from that running game, and not saying I can throw it 50 times and win the game right now. He's growing as a quarterback.
He's got real self-awareness.
It absolutely does, and I was impressed, and I'm not surprised with the way he came out and responded, especially the way he played last week, throwing those 2 picks. And he only threw 4 picks all of last year. I think with the way he treated Dez last night, where he only threw him 2 targets, 2 catches, where before it seemed like he was force-feeding that guy.
Yeah.
The guy has shown that what great players do, they can adjust and they can reevaluate always, and they can always get better. And when you play a bad game, which is going to come, it's going to happen every once in a while. The better you get, the more consistent you get. But especially as a young player, you're going to play those bad games. And it's how you respond to how you play bad the week before. And you go out there to prove something, which I think he did last night. He only had 45 plays, too. That's another reason he only threw.
They didn't have the ball.
Didn't have the ball. So
The other thing is, he's the Cheesecake Factory of quarterbacks. I'm not sure what he's great at. He does everything okay. Everything's edible. Everything's fine. His feet are good enough. His arm's good enough. His body's good enough. He's coachable. He's clearly adaptable. Now they add a little read option. Yeah, like I don't look at him and go, okay, he can't do that. He does have to work on his deep game, but let's be honest. Dez doesn't separate. And nobody open deep. I think he does everything pretty well.
It sounds like I'm attacking Dak, and I'm not. I'm actually more agreeing with Eric. Look, they put a little bit of the training wheels back on Dak after a bad performance, cut him down to 45 snaps, 18 throws. Again, I have really high expectations for Dak and expecting a lot of growth in this second year. I wasn't expecting a 25-yard first half against the Arizona Cardinals, but I may write it off to all their pregame preparation.
Could it be this? They have the best offensive line and running back in the league. Why would you throw it 40 times? Is that on Dak, or is that like, as you said, Jason Garrett's like, I'm going to go with my strength?
what about, and I said this earlier with Tom Brady, the same thing. There's nothing overwhelming about his athleticism, his arm, nothing, right? But he's one of the best quarterbacks ever.